Last week, we read a story about how the U.S. Constitution was created. We also read a story about how Lyndon Johnson gave a speech to Congress about allowing African Americans to vote. Today, we're going to listen to a story called Susan B. Anthony.
Word Study Read. Remember to annotate as you read.
As you read today, we are going to annotate after we're done listening. We are also going to be looking for key details and the main idea of each paragraph.
Susan B. Anthony. Few citizens have influenced the United States Constitution as much as Susan B. Anthony, 1820 to 1906. Throughout her life, she spoke out on topics ranging from forced labor to education to workers' rights. Several amendments to the Constitution benefited from her support, including the abolition of slavery. Today, we remember her most for her role in achieving women's suffrage, or the right to vote. Anthony was born in Adams, Massachusetts. The daughter of Quaker activists, she heard many speeches and read many articles about human rights. As a young woman, she organized groups and printed newsletters for various political causes. Many of her views were unpopular with the general public. As a result, people would sometimes hurl insults and throw things at her when she gave speeches. Anthony maintained her positive outlook and firm stance. She was even ready to risk imprisonment for her beliefs. Anthony banded together with others who shared her views. These included Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott. In 1866, they established the American Equal Rights Association. Some members lobbied for a national amendment on women's suffrage. Others branched out and traveled from state to demand voting rights at the local level. Eventually, Anthony would also travel overseas to spread the message of women's equality. In 1920, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution granted women the right to vote in national elections. Though she wasn't alive to witness its passage, Susan B. Anthony's name became synonymous with the new amendment. That legacy has established her as one of the most impressive and influential women in U.S. history.
Build, reflect, write. Build knowledge.
Now I'm going to show you how to use the tools to underline key details and circle words that we don't know. So you go over here to the wrench. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to start by circling words I might not know I do not know in the first paragraph. So I'm going to click on the Shapes button, and then I'm going to click on the Circle button. I want to make sure that this is at 0%. And I'm not going to fill it. Now I can circle words I don't know. In the first paragraph, it says few citizens have influenced the United States Constitution as much as Susan B. Anthony, 1820 to 1906. This is when she was born and when she passed away. Throughout her life, she spoke out on the topics ranging from forced labor to education to workers' rights. So let's say I did not know what forced labor is. I can circle forced labor. Several amendments to the Constitution benefited from her support. If I did not know what amendments was, I can circle it, including the abolition of slavery. Today, we remember her most for her role in achieving women's suffrage on the right to vote. After I circle my words, I'm going to go back to the toolbar, and I'm going to circle the Shape button again. But this time I'm going to circle the line because I want to underline words I don't know.